Good morning, students. Today, our topic for discussion is pH. Hope you remember what we discussed in last class. Till now, we discussed about water. Why? What are the important properties of the water? Which all are they? Just let's revise. Which all are the important properties of the water? The water is a universal solvent. It's an excellent nucleophile, and it can undergo reversible ionization reaction. These are all the important properties of the water. So what makes the water a universal solvent? It is due to its dipole character and the effect of hydrogen bond. Then we discussed about the ionic product of water, and after that we discussed about the concept of acid and base. And we also discussed some of the factors that indicate the strength of the acid. The strength of the acid depends upon what? Ionization and also on the equilibrium constant, H plus concentration and all. Today, let's see what is pH. The term pH is introduced by a scientist named Sorensen, and the pH means it's known as percent hydrogen or potence hydrogen or power of hydrogen. In the P in the pH means percent hydrogen, potence hydrogen or power of hydrogen. The percent means power or strength. Okay. It is introduced by the scientist named Sorensen, and the pH means percent hydrogen, potence hydrogen or power of hydrogen. Hope you all know what is pH and how it is written. The pH is the negative of the logarithm, that is logarithm to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration. Okay, pH is the negative of the logarithm to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration. pH is the negative logarithm. pH equals negative log to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration. Okay, so which is equals log 1 by H plus. So what will happen if the concentration of H plus ions increases? As the H plus ion concentration increases, the pH will decrease. Hope it's clear. When there is increase in H plus ion concentration, the pH will decrease. That is, if the solution is acidic, more acidic, the H plus concentration will be more, and so the pH will be decreased for the acidic solution. Now this is what is explained here. The pH is the negative of the logarithm to the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration, and the pH equals negative log 10 to the H plus concentration, which is equal to log 1 by H plus. Thus pH is inversely proportional to acidity, and the low pH indicates that is there will be high H plus concentration, which indicates the solution is more acidic, and the pH ranges from 0 to 14. Based on the H plus concentration in the solution, if the solution is neutral, that is the pH will be 7. That is, the H plus concentration and the OH concentration will be equal. And if the pH is less than 7, the solution is acidic, which means the solution will have more H plus ion concentration. And if the pH is more than 7, the solution is basic, which means the solution will have more OH minus ions and less H plus ions. So when the pH changes by 1, the H plus ions concentration changes 10 times the previous value, and the sum of pH and pOH is always 14. So till now we discussed who introduced the concept of pH, what are the different abbreviations for the letter P in pH, and what is pH, what will happen if the solution is acidic. Okay. Here is a question. Let's do some exercises on pH. What is the pH of a solution when the H plus ion concentration is 3.2 is to 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter? Just calculate it. So here the H plus ion concentration is given as 3.2 to 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter. So according to the pH, let's substitute it in it. So pH equals minus log of 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 4, which is given as minus log 3.2 minus log 10 to the power minus 4, which is equals minus 0.5 plus 4, which is equal to 3.5. So the pH of the solution with the H plus ion concentration of 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 4 is 3.5. So here is the next question. What is the pH of a solution whose hydroxide ion concentration is 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter? Here hydroxide ion concentration is given. Okay. So just work it out. How will you find out H plus ion concentration from the hydroxide ion concentration? In the previous class, we studied the ionic product of water as what we studied: concentration of H plus ion concentration into concentration of OH minus equals 10 to the power minus 14. So from it is clear that the pH plus pOH equals 14. Okay, so here OH concentration is given. In the previous class we studied Kw equals concentration of H plus into concentration of OH minus equals 10 to the power minus 14. So log concentration of H plus log concentration of OH equals log 10 to the power minus 40. That is pH plus pOH equals 40. Clear? So pH plus pOH equals 40. Here the concentration of OH minus is given as 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So POH equals minus log concentration of OH minus, which is equal to minus log 4 into 10 to the power minus 4, which is equals minus log 4 minus log 10 to the power minus 4, which equals minus 0.6 plus 4, which is equal to 3.4. Here we got the POH as 3.4. From POH we have to calculate pH. Just before I showed that pH plus POH is 14. So what will be the pH? pH is equal to 14 minus POH. pH is equal to 14 minus POH, which is equal to 14 minus 3.4, which is equal to 10.6. Hope it's clear. So today we discussed about the concept of pH, what are the different names of what are the different name given for the P in pH, and what will happen if the acidity, if the concentration of H plus increases, the pH will decrease. And we did two exercises, two questions on pH. Hope it's clear. Thank you.